Kigima umwanchi omulya weta seni kia Ndizi TV ni gocheragire Chinsa Ikomi chia bono maragoba nogosemere kone mna ando nsiaso agendete gotubwate koru nagendete gotwara obulyeria obya imegeta seni kia Ndizi TV nebiro binde umwanchi omulyeria gokwarigania asemesa ya mangana maya elinde ngomanye nare yabereka gokorekana korwa chingongo chonsi inye Chinsa astinse mochi mitandao asensemo ya Facebook naboko genda gotubwatia gwetera Ndizi TV News Digital nawega sensemeria YouTube gwetera Ndizi TV News asensemo ye website nabagotonyara gwetera www.ndizitv.net ireterane Fridah Kerubo na sichinsemo chicheberekere nigo tukubatanere Joshua Auta toska tonyegerangwira nanda sege kege Kerubosio elinde ngendera gukumanya amange. Mwanchi omulyeria ngo kwaligani bene lintosanga sobwa mogo chakabona iga goika omwelio Amayia yebire bigo mwanchi omulyeria ni ngo chakira kurwase county ya Nyamira asingo kumanya bunanigo abagaka kurwa asensemeria mwanyagetinge baba gotwara egeikaro eligo kwanira chinchira cyo kogenderia egikoro kyo mu Gusii bakoragwa nere George Nyakundi nigo bamulikira amangana gati yabo ensemoyo borai nabo igo kwege ndara kwenyorera enibo boigo omonogeri korwase county ya Nyamira enokokero nigo abagagwikira nastinse mecho ase ali eira kubwatana bagakabona boigo kweneke muna egikoro kyo mu Gusii ngo gendera kere boigo gokwana kurastinse mecho nigo babolia eserikali kwenekia obomono morembe na boigo kwinyora egikoro
Gotwachaga ase omubagan oyo oerisinki ase abanyagetumbe gose chichairman emerongebere ba Nyamira County bachaga goikaransa kubanga emeroberi yabo ase okwegerereke Gusii
dio muroberio oromu yamono asa abana baito ase chisukuru kiribo ari kuruga matatangi egera abana baito borokererigwe chimbakiro mirabaro nabo igo nimibayeno
eserikali yaito na amonogerio ito oyo ramona intwe kurwe county yaito igo ngabatoe batorigeri chinginjo chingiya unabagaka toso ase ebinyoro kosemia mwanyagitinga igoro yo morembe
baigeiria abana gesonge geswahili na emenwende bono batantane kurwase omonwe ito twali osabe serikali etokonye etubwatisi une county itu ya Nyamira
abeiro mutangani na ende nerule kubabwatisi na kubasira ase chinchere kitoikero mu Gusii ntwancheranete ebinto bye kisasa lakini ebinto bye kisasa ibwende ko banamba ibere bitokonye gusira namba yemo eyire omwando bwo mu Gusii
Botigana nayo mwanchi omulyeria ni otokande masemo goika county ya Kisii asingo kumenya buna nigo oboibi bobete bokwenekigwa asensemo ya Iranda magaya abantu batamanyiri babete bakobuna enyumba yo mwalimu Evans Ngoge naboigo kuiba ebinto byestima kolengana omugambi bwensemeyo Charles Nyawsoni gaberega kurwa egekure tindi gochia ase abaibi asaberega kweneke buna nigo obotu kibogendete gokorekana
panisingo gasiago aiga nigongo letase kenyoro esa application ya Iranda aso mugambi nyosia gotoka lituko ya Jumaine igona keretwe simi na kunga oyo amobwa balingo leti agonte bingonyorire abantu babwate bintu aga suspecting ane biba korubone ikegera mabati naro natigete nyumba ekero nabigete nyumba mabati atigarete yanda gatigara kara nyumba abu kera suspecti omanya kurororo ogenda ase nyumba oita kuru gitakia magega onyore keigoire keburi kebunire osagochie compound onyora chicho echibunire iburi bitayo byonsi chinyomba ebuli byonsi ibugundire ne mirango yonsi igoire yechichuma mirango ene igoire yonsi nande ibuli bubunire onyoranga chiwaya chia konyotwa kuri wiring isoketi ne chiswitch echiatire nechiwaya chionsi pia ching'usire chikarusiwa roro.
Ona abe no muichano kerna no reporting omwalimu oyore ne bayana iga kwagacha muchio mogeni ngana chitakaibirwa n'abantu batamanyika hini but what I know abantu mbali baranya gocha compound y'abageni pi bakora bwari buno aba n'abantu bali barachirema bamanyita sa igorenda musigning warning onde bwenso chitemo compound maga karusie chiwa cyo mwalimu. I know this day chiwa chiri very expensive chiwa yinji manyire nuli kukorona scrap twase kora gwaya utamaidi chiruete n'abana bake batabina kon chiwaya.
Omorai wense Dr. William Ruto nigeso kiritene nabo igokwerera ase obwagare ningikeire irense ya Kenya gokore bobe ase nsemeli ya uchumi okwana kurase nyombe nene yoborai nigabaga kweneke buna ogokonga kubugima nkubwatikana no morakera oyobere gokwenekigwa ase geka anemono ase nsemo yobolimi bwabere bogokore bobe kulende nigaeneke buna nige serikali ya Kenya kwanza igendeta kobeka emirobili mikiranu asoko
And the entire Horn of Africa region underwent 5 successive seasons of failed rains, leading to devastating famine, death of livestock, and withering of crops, further worsening food shortages. The resultant economic hardship followed years of declining agricultural production in our country. This meant that the earnings of people employed in agriculture, who make up to 70% of the country's workforce, were diminishing as the cost of living rose steeply. Scarcity of essential food items drove the cost of food as a share of household expenditure all the way. For these reasons, the bottom-up economic transformation agenda recognized that Kenya's poor economic performance was primarily due to underperformance of agriculture. Agriculture's contribution to employment, to incomes, foreign exchange, cost of living, and industrialization has 2 related implications. 1, neglecting to invest in agriculture deprives the economy of a tremendous opportunity to grow steadily, increasing unemployment, poverty, and inequality. 2 strategic interventions in agriculture can ignite the national economy and set it on the path to inclusive growth.
Chinga kiechio boigo nigo aenekebuna korento akwendagira kurwase Chinsa chiri chesko na boigo kobeka chi subsidy ase binto na koko irire Kenya gokoria bobe anene mono asensemo yobwerania boigo nigo aenekebuna nigagendete gosira sector yobolimi anene mono asenekebuna nigo ligolirio boyo lyabeire likogwa
agriculture. Now, as I've said, 70% of all employment is from the agricultural sector with its linkages in manufacturing, value addition, and agro-processing. At the same time, the importation of food items and expenditure on subsidies, including duty waivers, were depleting our foreign exchange and exerting severe budgetary pressure without attacking the fundamental productivity problem. We were living dangerously and beyond our means. I therefore propose to retire the prevailing policy of subsidizing consumption in favor of subsidizing production. Instead, we started investing in agriculture, the country's biggest employer, largest contributor to our GDP, and the mainstay of all our rural communities and economies. The strategic objective of this intervention was to facilitate all Kenyan farmers to transform their production from a futile struggle for meager subsistence, which comprises brief moments of food availability, followed by long periods of scarcity, malnutrition, and poverty. Instead, we transformed this to surplus production, food security, and sustainable incomes.
Ebikorwa byogotibongwa asabana abanyarukana baigo abasubati nigo byabere bikoenekigwa ase kirengo keigoromono ime county ya Mombasa. Litkolia rero omunachebi no monene Martha Koome na baigo mugavana we county yo Abdul Samad Nasir nigo baba gotwara egekaro ase Chinsa mecho ase babulia bakenya koligia chinchira cyo gukora ebikorwa abunebyo.
Child is to be cared for and to be protected. Mtoto si wa kudhurumiwa. Even you yourself, you ask yourself when you are a child, ikiwa ulidhurumiwa, would you be who you are today?
Mimi nataka kuambia wanaume wenzangu, hakuna mwanamume wa kisawasawa anayeweza kuinuka na kuangalia skati ukaona ya kwa huyu dawa yake ni kuweza kumnajisi, ama ukaona mtoto mdogo ambaye hawezi kujitetea ukaona ya kwa njia ni kuweza kumnajisi. Wewe si mwanamume. Haya mambo lazima yaweze kukoma katika jamii yetu.
Amate ya balia basireti obugima bwabo aselina niria shakahola nigo baragendere kuganya emibere yabo ase egekabono iga ayankolengana no roboti korwa ase omubali omonene Johansen Odor ase kiribuna nigo bataranyoro gochikago isaine korwa sensemo yeserikali anigo ayakwana magega yokolingolia emibere emeronge bere netano nomo ase kebuna bere nigo yabetege koroke buna niga basubati babere babete bakwebwaterani asia betege commentkana asensemeli yomubaro.
No, we've not reached that level of releasing bodies to relatives, because remember the process of DNA is still ongoing and they have not given us a go ahead because we are yet to receive reports of any matches. So I think we need to wait for them. In the course of next week we'll be with the government chemist. Then they'll brief us on the process of what is going on there. Then that's when we'll be able to tell you what's exactly the number of people who have been identified. Yeah, usually DNA is you take DNA samples from the one relative, you take sample from the disease, then you do what is called matching at the government chemist. Once they match, they give us a report which we look at, and we are able to identify who this person really is. Yes, so today we've completed the fourth phase of postmortem process of the bodies of victims of Shakahola incidents, and today we've done 26 autopsies. Yesterday we had said that we are remaining with 24 autopsies. However, as we're doing postmortem today, we realized that two of the females who are being done autopsy on were gravid, meaning that they were
Umurandio yomo korwa sensemo ya mkuru wa jenga korwa sebunge ya Embakasi East nigo abe kirubiara amono monginoye asikelikia gotebekana buna nigo babete bagusalia umusubati bwe miaka emerongo etano nomo noyomo uyikiranite ase Chinsemecho singencho yokwenyolera obugwenya kolengana nabamenye bensemeyo nigo monginoyo abete kagwikigwa Chinsemecho egwikelia yaeta ase abagatebekana naniga kurwa se county ya Kisii kulinda abanyanyimbo nigo baikirana Chinsemecho chinga kyobutuki bogendete gokorekana ase umuroiro yabakagwikigwa ase nyegitali ya Mama Lucy ase ngencho yo kwenyolera obugwenia.
Wakati niliingia pale ndani nilienda kupata mzee huyu anaitwa Pastor Muridhi akiwa hana nguo, alafu nikauliza ni kitu gani kinaendelea. Kuna ile magombano kati yake na bibi yake, lakini kama ananielezea nikauliza, na hii damu iko hapa chini ni ya nini, na hizi nyama ninaona hapa, na yule mama ako pale kwa kitanda ni nini. Pastor akaniambia huyu ni mgonjwa na alikuwa amekuja hapa nimfanyie deliverance,
na alikuwa ameingizwa mkono kwa sehemu yake ya siri, ametolewa nyama, damu ilikuwa inatoka kama maji, ilikuwa imejaa kwa beseni. So mama alikuwa kwa hii nyumba for 1 week akifanyiwa deliverance. So leo ndio ilikuwa siku ya kuchinja. We don't know what we call that, we will call that. Juu hatujawahi ona kitu kama hiyo kwa hii mtaa, ni mara ya kwanza.
Obwoba nigo bogendete kwenekigwa asomochie omigori magega y'abantu babere korokia ebimanyererio by'oboroire bw'elisabeso agukwana abobisa bobochenu nigo babulia bamenyi benseme yokoba maiso chingaki obolingoria bogendete gokorekana korende nigo yaberige kwenekigwa buna nigo abamenyi benseme yo bagotumika amacha mabekorwa ase chindoche.
Kiangalia eneo ya Migori Town, hapa hakuna maji. Hiyo ni kitu ya kwanza. Na watu wamekaa hapa wengi. Wakaji wako wengi. Na ukiangalia tuko na maji ya mto ambayo ni Nyasare pamoja na Migori, River Migori. Haitasaidia kwa sababu ile maji sio safi hasa. Kama unatumia hiyo maji ukichota ni heri uende asubuhi kabla watu waende wavue na kufanya hizo mambo zingine.
Sasa hivi tunahofia maisha yetu sababu ukiangalia kaunti yetu ya Migori hatuwezi tukasema kwamba tuko na maji masafi vile, sababu kuna maeneo mengine ambayo hayana maji. Kama sisi kwetu mahali tunaishi hatuna maji safi ya kunywa, inabidi saa zingine tunaenda kutafuta maji kwingine ama maji ya mtu binafsi. Kumaanisha kaunti yetu ya Migori haijaweka mbinu sana ya kuhakikisha kwamba wananchi wa kawaida wako na maji safi.
Muwaziri w'oburendi bw'ime Kithure Kindiki nigo abakagwikirana bosi we komiti y'ebunge ase ewizara y'ekisemi erinde gokwanira igoro y'oburendi bw'aborokya ase ensemeri ya North Eastern okwana Kindiki nigane kebona nige wizara yaberege kubeka emiroberi emekiranu anamono ase ogotinya oburendi ase ensemekyo ase ne kebona nigo bateneneli okwigorwa kwemebaga.
In collaboration with the communities in Somali, which have ganged up with the government to flush out Al-Shabaab. And what that has meant is that many of those terrorists are escaping towards our territory. And that's why, even as we moved towards discussing normalizing the reopening of the border, the current wave made us take a break from that process, and we suspended the reopening of the border until we tackle this problem permanently and we can restart the border reopening discussions after we are sure that our country is safe from the threat of terror. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you, Waziri. We've taken almost 30 minutes. Members, I do wish that we'll have 2 rounds of questions before we conclude this discussion. And I'll start with Honorable Malulu, Honorable Jerusha, Honorable Professor Barto, Honorable Abdul, and
Mwancho murigereria kurwa sorobati oroni onaikire omoerio obwamangana maya asebirebiga kurinde toska tonyegera gekoraga ensa eyemo ayona mange nenyara senchera yobekiranu enyara sinsemo chichi mitandao asensemo ya Facebook naboko gendera gotobwatia gwetera Ndizi TV News Digital nabega senseme ya YouTube gwetera Ndizi TV News maga kamera soko nekibna ebicha naboigo eliogira gwekera sole asenchera ya bene nere John Kebati tobeto kubata nere Joshua Auta as Chinsa chebiorekerelio na ncheria ne Fridah Kerubo toska tonyegera papa sikongo chale asegekeke Kerubo ndakoletere umurubirio owechingero twara obuligirelia borubia.